how redirection operator helps in keeping the logs or error file for a long duration of time. Okay, so redirection operator is basically used to save the output of any command or any, yeah, basically used to save the output of a command in a persistent way so that it can be used at a later stage of time. For example, we know servers usually generate various types of log files or error files, okay, .log files which needs to be tracked so that we can troubleshoot the issues at the later point of time. And for that, if we are using Linux, then there is a very good feature that is known as redirection, that basically helps to redirect that output into a persistent text file or any archive file later. So we are going to basically see what redirection operator actually does and how we can use it in our day-to-day life. So, for example, like take an example, like we have created. Let me create a fresh directory so that I can show you. I'm going to create a directory called Linux. Okay, and I'm going to change my directory into the Linux directory. CD Linux. Now, let me create a normal file. Okay, sorry, I forgot about the file. Let me write a command. Okay, so man is basically a acronym for manual. Okay, so manual is like as a path where you can get the information about all the commands. Okay, for example, there's like cat command. So if you want to check what cat command actually does and what parameteristics, you can go to man and check it. For example, man cat. Okay, it will basically show you how man commands actually works. Okay, so let's take an example. So for example, okay, let's create a normal log file, a fresh log file. Okay, let's give it a name, txt, and give it any value. Okay, and it's just a log file, so enter any value, enter anything, whatever you want to enter, and save it. Control X, Y, and hit enter. Okay. So, for example, there is a log.txt file is there, and you want to search for a particular text, or you want to see only a certain part of that log. You do not want to check all the whatever the entire content of log.txt. You just want to basically check or find out a particular piece of line from log.txt. So what we usually do is we use cat command log.txt by giving the file name basically and using the piping. I will later on explain you what piping does. For now, just focus on redirection, how redirection is working. So we have cat into the log.txt, and now we are scraping into text with name with 123. Okay, so it will print the content that has a 123. Let me remove it. What happened? Cat.txt, I have it. Okay, so 8477 is there, 123 is not there. I forgot about it. Let me, instead of 123, give 487. 487. So you can see it gave you this output. Okay, instead of you do not have to go through the entire content. You just get what you want by piping it through and using the command. But again, this is not going to save anywhere. Okay, once you close the terminal, it is going to be vanished. Okay, void. You will not going to. You have to again run the same command. But here is the redirection operator helps us. Now I'm using the same command, but along with it, I'm giving a redirection operator. So this symbol is called redirection operator. Okay, a single greater than operator symbol. For your easiness, you can remember it as a greater than symbol. Okay. Now what I can give, you need to give a file name where it will store this command's output, basically this command's output. So I'll create a fresh file known as file.txt. Now what happened is, like, instead of printing the output in a terminal, it saved it in this place. Okay, so when we cat into file.txt, you can see the content is here. But there is a problem with it, okay, with a single greater than symbol. I'll show you how. Okay, now instead of using 487, what we use is 847. Okay, 8477. Okay, my bad. 847. Okay, so it basically printed this line now. Okay, this line, what we want. But when we use this command with using a single greater than symbol and forwarding that output to the file.txt, what happens is like when you cat into file.txt where you redirecting your outputs, you can see the values change. Earlier it was the previous data, that is this one. Now when you run this command, now the new value. So this is the problem with the single redirection operator. Okay, single one. So if you do not want to override the data, and if you want to append the data, then what you basically need to do is, instead of single greater than operator, you need to add one more greater than operator. Okay. Now 8477 is already there. Now I will search with 487. 487. Okay. Now again we will cat into file.txt to see the content. Now you can see, instead of uh, replacing the content, it appended it basically. So that's the basically concept of how and why uh, redirection operator is used, and it's basically very much useful to get the logs on a daily basis. And if you want, because some logs are unnecessary, okay, we do not want to keep it for a long time, so we can make use of a single redirection operator, single greater than symbol, where we want our logs to get removed every day. Okay, whenever there is a new log, it will, and we want it to be replaced with the new one, we can make use of a single greater than operator. But there are certain logs that needs to be stored for a long time, or that need to be appended, so that in a later part of time we can see which day's log have what content, which will help us to troubleshoot the issue basically. For in that case, we can make use of a double greater than symbol. So that's all about the redirection operator. Thank you.